All right, so I must say this. Look, man, I'm Batman's biggest fan. Every week I watch Batman, either his movie or his shows. Every week I'm watching Batman. I have all his toys, everything about Batman. I am Batman. He's my favorite hero of all time. He's the best superhero of all time. So, that being said, it's like, look, man, you are not a true fan of Batman if you don't like the concept of Penguin having his own TV show, having his own series. People are saying, well, why should I watch if there's no Batman? I'm like, wow, that means you are not a true fan of Batman. Batman is a family, right? Even his villains. Batman is a whole entire family. It's a whole entire tree branch. So by saying that, that's like saying that the Joker film was trash because there was no Batman. No, bitch. That movie actually grossed millions and millions and millions of dollars. And guess what? Bruce Wayne was not in that film. There was no Batman in sight. And yet, that was a great film. So, you are not a true fan of Batman if you have that kind of mindset where you're not going to watch a show about the Penguin if there's no Batman. Look here, you dumbass. It's called character development. Let me say that once again. It's called character development. So by your logic, it's a fucking crime not for us to get to know the real Penguin. Listen, this show is going to be based off a spinoff from the Batman movie. So this is an important series that's going to lead into the next Batman movie. So this is very important. But that's like saying you are not going to watch a film about Venom if there's no Peter Parker. I'm like, wow, who the hell would ever say that dumbass shit, right? That's stupid. That's like saying I'm not going to watch the Wolverine movie because there's no X-Men. Huh? So by your logic, you don't want to watch any films about Catwoman because there's no Batman? Look here, dumbass. Not everything is about Batman, and I'm his biggest fan. Listen, let's compare this to pro wrestling. You can't constantly lean on John Cena. You can't constantly lean on Roman Reigns. You can't constantly lean on The Rock. You can't constantly lean on Stone Cold Steve Austin. Eventually, you are going to have to develop other stars. You can't keep digging into the Batman cookie jar. It's like when people think about Batman, that's all they do is think about the fucking Joker. That's a bad thing. We need to develop other stars now. We can't keep relying on a goddamn Joker. That's where the Penguin comes in. He is a part of the Batman family. That's like saying I'm not gonna watch a film about Harley Quinn if there's no Batman. Like, what? That's like saying I'm not gonna watch the Suicide Squad because there's no Batman. That makes no sense. I'm not gonna watch the Harley Quinn TV show because we barely see Batman. I'm like, wow, you are not a true Batman fan. I don't want to see Batman all the time. I want to see his other villains and his sidekicks step up. I want to see, can they carry their own show without Batman as the main focus? That's important. That's called character development. Let's make new stars. Let's make a bigger villain than Penguin or the Joker. Like, that's what I mean. Like, why can't we develop other villains? Hell, I wouldn't mind seeing a show about Two-Face. I want to know who's the real Two-Face. What's the problem with learning the origins of the Penguin? The Penguin, he is my all-time favorite villain. But as the old saying goes, There's too much of the Joker and Batman. Every true DC fan knows that. Every true DC fan knows that. How DC always wants to pair up Batman and the Joker. Okay, now they are trying to stop that. Okay, now it's time to develop other characters from the Batman family. Now it's time to develop a Nightwing. Now it's time to develop a fucking Bane. You can't keep relying on the Joker. You can't keep relying on Batman and the Joker. That gets old, that gets tiring. So how can you have a problem with the Penguin having his own TV show with no Batman? Listen, Batman ain't shit if he ain't got his fucking villains. If Batman has trash villains that are not a threat, that means he is not a superhero. Every superhero is only a hero based off villains that he has to fight off. Newsflash, you are not a supervillain if Batman is always stopping you. Once again, the whole world does not revolve around Batman. Let's talk about real life logic. What makes Penguin a villain? Oh, right. It's the crimes that he gets away with without Batman knowing. That's what makes him a villain. Okay, let's see how the Penguin operates without Batman there to stop him. What makes him a fucking villain? What? How can we call Penguin a villain if Batman is always stopping him? What makes a villain are the crimes that Batman don't see. And then he eventually will catch up to Penguin. That's what makes a villain. What makes Joker a villain? Oh, right. It's the crimes that he commits without Batman knowing or seeing or being aware of. That's the point of being a villain. So yes, I want to see this show without Batman. Newsflash, bitch. Everything don't gotta be about Batman. That means DC sucks by your logic. That means the Batman family sucks, but they don't. Hence why they always got spinoffs. Harley Quinn is a star because of Batman. Even though every film that she's in, we don't see Batman. Okay, that's the point. Because DC wanted to make her a fucking star without Batman being involved. Not everybody needs the Batman rub. Not everybody wants to see a film with Joker and Batman. Okay, let's start making some new stars now. That's the point. So I'm very much am happy that the Penguin will have his own TV show, because I love the Penguin in the last movie about Batman. That was a great movie. Penguin was a star of that film. I don't know how Colin Farrell pulled that off in that fat suit, but I want to see that Penguin. That Penguin was a fucking star in that film. I want to see him on his own without Batman. Once again, what makes a villain? What makes a villain is the crimes that nobody sees and that he gets away with. Okay, we are going to see those crimes. That's the point. Why do I want to see Batman all the goddamn time? What's the point of that? That means Penguin ain't no villain. That means Bane ain't no villain. How can you be a villain if you always get caught? Like, you can't be a villain if Batman always catches up with you. Okay, let's see the shit without Batman in it. That's why this series will be great. I can't wait to see the Penguin series. Oh yeah, and I heard that this Penguin series is going to be similar to Scarface and The Godfather. So yes, I want to see this series. But it's like, man, once again, you are not a true Batman fan if all you want to see is Batman in everything. That's insane. That's like saying, hey, without Batman, I don't want to see Batwoman or I don't want to see Catwoman. or I don't want to see Batgirl, or I don't want to see Robin, or I don't want to see Red Hood if there's no Batman. Okay, that means there are no stars on DC besides Batman by your logic. It's like, once again, you are not a fan. I'm a true fan of DC and Batman as a whole. I'm a fan of all the Batman characters. I don't care who has their own TV show. I'm gonna watch because I'm a fan of the Batman family, of all the Batman villains, etc. It don't fucking matter. It's like when you watch fucking Marvel, bro, there's tons of villains and other mid-card characters that have movies and TV shows all the time. So what's the problem? It's called character development. Let's not put all our cookies in one jar with one guy. Everything don't gotta be about Spider-Man. Hence why they gave Venom his own movie twice without Spider-Man in those movies. That's the point. Let's make Venom a star without Spider-Man. Let's make money with Venom. We don't gotta always rely on Spider-Man all the goddamn time. Nobody wants that. No Spider-Man wants that. Where it's like everything has to be about Spider-Man all the fucking time, everywhere. I don't want to watch Wolverine if there's no Magneto or some shit. I don't want to watch Wolverine if there's no Gambit. Like, what? That's what you're saying. You don't want to watch the Hulk if there's no Avengers. It's like, that makes no sense. That's what I mean. So, to make a long story short, I can't wait to see the Penguin TV series. I think it's coming next year. I think, maybe. But this is going to be a great series because the Penguin is my all-time favorite villain. Why? Because he is a gangster. That's why. That's it. I'm done.